don't know how many places in the US where you can do this, have this 3-mile stroll on the uninhabited beach with this beautiful of a beach. Fantastic dunes, undeveloped. Very few people out here. This is September day. It's about 85 degrees. It's just a perfect beach day. We're going to take a 6-mile stroll down a North Carolina beach to a mailbox in the middle of nowhere. Come join us. Let's see what's in the mailbox. It is early September and the beach is just absolutely perfect. Let's explore the mailbox. It is just past high tide, so it might be a little difficult getting there, but it is a beautiful stroll. The lack of shells on this beach is simply amazing. And we'll find an occasional piece of a sand dollar or some of these smaller fragments, but there are just no shells. It's a flat, gentle sloping beach. The pier is just under a mile away, and the mailbox is located about 3 miles from our starting point, so about 2 miles past that pier on a deserted island. Looks like the pier is closed, doing some construction on it. Must have had some storm damage from the recent tropical storms. You can take a walk through tour of the pier when it's open. Closed now because of the maintenance. About a mile in. Pier is back there in the background. We just crossed it. Should have another 2 miles to go to get to the hidden mailbox. This is a turtle nest. Has not hatched yet, evidently. They must think it's going to hatch soon. Sea turtle. Must be the end of the island. The first island. Sunset Beach. Street number 38. This looks like a really big walkway to get off from over the dunes, and more people down that way. So somewhere around here is a dividing line between Bird Island and Sunset Beach. We'll be making our trip to Bird Island. North Carolina Coastal Reserve and National Estuarine Research Reserve, Bird Island Reserve. There's that last ramp from Sunset Beach. So this is the beginning somewhere in here of the Bird Island Reserve. There's another sea turtle nest. This one evidently isn't as far along. They just got it cautioned out. The other one had been monitored, had a trench dug for the turtles to make it to the beach when they hatch easier. And we got another turtle nest. And I think these flowers are beach morning glories, all up covering this dune. This dune is about 10 feet tall. You can see where the beach water, the tide, has gone through these two dunes. You can also on this one see how high the watermark got during some of those storms. It got just about to the top of that dune. And that dune is every bit of 8-9 feet tall. Got him a little fish and ate him. Just amazing. Just no shells here. Just sand. Dunes. Big, beautiful dunes. Gently sloping beach. Calm, ocean tide. Absolutely perfect beach day. So there is a nature trail loop you can take into the interior of the island. It starts right here. There's the pier down there to give you perspective about how far we've been. Sand crab, or some people call them ghost crab, the hole where those crabs live. They'll come out at night. Been about 2 3/4 miles. Here is another turtle nest. There is a group of volunteers that patrols both these islands to see when turtles do nest, and so they calculate the approximate date they're supposed to hatch, and they protect them because they are federally protected creatures. But right next to this turtle nest is a mailbox. You can see there's nobody down that way. A few people down that way walking. But there's a mailbox in the middle of nowhere. Let's take a look. You can see we have 2 benches on top of the dunes. And it's the Kindred Spirit Mailbox. So you open this up. There's pens and paper. And people just sit and reflect. They write about their feelings and what's going on in their world. Someone's even carved Kindred Spirit into their bench. In the mid-1970s, Claudia and Frank put in this very post by the ocean. Although the mailbox has been replaced many times over the years, the original post remains the same. Their souls shine upon us in delight of all the kindred spirits who continue to come, keepers of the mailbox. And so they collect these and they store them in the, I think it's the Wilmington Library. Here's a view from the bench of the mailbox. Life is good. Enjoy it. Okay, there's a half $1.